Nerdrotic.com.
There is a show coming out Sunday called Lanterns. They can't call it Green Lanterns because that will be stupid. It is True Detective, essentially, on the same streaming service where you can just watch True Detective.
True Detective.
That's what I would do, is just watch. From the writer of the HBO's Watchmen series, one of the worst things I've ever seen. Yeah, and yes, the video is still coming out. It's just going to take a little longer because it's really hard to watch again. Okay, it's fucking really hard to watch. It's so
bad. Again. I hadn't watched it until like a couple months ago. I was like, "Holy shit, this is
way
worse than I thought."
Bad.
You
many of the
reviews
reviews
me for that. Yeah,
many of the reviews of Lanterns say that this isn't as good as that, but they mean that as a compliment for Watchmen.
What?
No,
they say it's just a shade short of Watchmen.
So, I guess they lifted the embargo. Chris originally said that the embargo didn't lift until after the show aired, so I don't know if that's a review embargo or not.
Well, the reviews are out. It's not just social media reactions.
Okay, good. Totally unrelated to that. I know what happens at the end. There is 5 minutes of footage out. I don't think we can get away with... probably shouldn't show it at all. Lanterns review. Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre's chemistry helps HBO's clever action comedy transcend lackluster superhero backdrop.
Wait, is it an action comedy?
Action comedy is wild.
Well, you take a dump on the source material it's based on. The superhero stuff is crap. Focus on this other thing.
So in the
weird
footage,
thing about this show is that this has been in the works in some way for almost a decade. A Green Lantern show, whether it was Green Lantern Corps, whether it got evolved into this, it has been in the works for 8 years plus now at Warner Brothers. They've been trying to get it off the ground. And it's gone through a variety of different changes and everything. But you have to wonder how much of the original intent is here and how much has been changed, how much involvement Gunn had in it, period. I don't know.
Well, there was a rumor, I can't remember who the writers were. They were better. That they wanted to do a Green Lantern show, and HBO dictated, the old regime dictated that they needed to make it more like True Detective, and they said no, so they bailed. And that this is still, so it's James Gunn basically repurposing that idea.
Correct.
It's a rumor. Don't know if it's true. But Chris Mundy and Damon Lindelof and Tom fucking King created the series in which Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart bicker more than they kick intergalactic butt.
Wow.
Chris has seen it. Did Chris give his thoughts? I don't want to give Chris thoughts unless I think he did today. I think he gave his thoughts today. What he told me was, well, it's not James Gunn, so it doesn't totally suck, but he did call it a deconstruction. And as far as like Hal dying at the end of the first episode, that's left open, I guess. That's left pretty open.
I mean, just look at that sentence, though. Of subtler importance, albeit more complicated to discuss, is Jack Reacher's whiteness.
Well, wait. Rewind. Say that again.
There's a sentence there just below the Lanterns thing. Of subtler importance, albeit more complicated to discuss, is Jack Reacher's whiteness. And this has been in other interviews. There was one about fear and heroism is integral to another guy's blackness. Like, there's in multiple reviews. Another guy called it very timely and important work. I think this is just going to be one giant message, essentially, judging by the reviews. It's why they like it so much.
Reacher is a behemoth who strolls into town in the South and the American heartland. He's a vagrant who picks... Are we watching... This is a Green Lantern review,
Yeah,
right?
what the fuck does this have to do with anything?
Yeah, that's...
So what they're saying is, if Jack Reacher was black, he wouldn't be able to get away with the shit he does. He walks around in Georgia and Alabama and picks fights with people on the streets. He befriends women.
Ryan, are we going to have time to watch Reacher?
It's already out, dude.
Yeah, but it's not all out.
It's 3 episodes. Yeah, we gotta. Maybe we'll do like a half season. We got to do something.
Yeah, let's do.
I've heard the show's good.
We got to bring Reach around back. So.
I think it's really funny how you're seeing so many people being like, now that Alan Richson's revealed himself to be anti-Trump, his show's gonna bomb, and it's like, you dumb fucking retards! He's been saying this shit for 5 years.
Yeah, it's
going to be the second most watched thing of the year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
and
absolutely.
like my opinion is, as long as that doesn't translate to the show itself, it's probably not going to be a big issue. Most of the audience isn't on social media. Most of the audience is about Gary's age. But not that Gary isn't on social media. I'm just saying in general, you know. So I don't think it'll have.
Well, I'm rare for soon to be 4 days, dude. 57. So let's just move on from that. HBO's they're finally talking about lanterns. That's good. So I guess the guy just like he went all Grace Randolph on John Cena is like this big guy.
So here it is. As depicted here,
Richardson.
Pierre's Jon Stewart offers a small glimpse of what would happen if Jack Reacher were a towering black man. That's what it's about. So there's going to be racist people that don't like him because he's fucking black in like a Southwest town, I guess.
Yeah, all those racist people. I think there's a lot of us on the panel have at least read a John Stewart in a comic book.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say a lot of racist people on the panel.
I could have just ended it there.
Yeah.
HBO's landed as DC Comics roots and some moments of effects-driven superhero bombast, but as adapted by Chris Mundy, Damon Lindelof, and Tom King, what it feels like is a Jack Reacher story with Aaron Pierre. The swagger of a big black man. The unintentional swagger of a big black man.
Of superhero. Why the hell did you make this a lantern show then? You clearly had no interest in making it a Green Lantern show.
No.
Can we please click on the author of this and see what the person who's writing this looks like?
I need to see.
Yeah. Daniel Feinberg, the swagger of a gigantic black man walking around
with well-toned muscles
just really appeals to me.
Walking into a bedroom and walking up to your wife with the big black guys, you're like, oh, dude, you're kind of projecting a little bit.
Feinberg does a top 5 list with Leslie Goldberg.
Oh, wow, crazy.
That picture, that name, it tells you everything you need to know or want to know about his sex life.
Yep.
Big black guy stealing all your stuff. You can't stop him. You have to watch from the chair in the corner.
Yeah. Hey, Jon Stewart can now just make bikes with his ring. He doesn't need to steal them. So
yeah. He's like,
just does it for fun.
I don't have to steal this. I just want to. Yeah. I respect that.
If only Captain Falcon had that ring.
Since Lanterns just so happens to be premiering opposite the new season of Reacher will crush it in ratings. Utterly crush it. It's easy to acknowledge that Lanterns is smarter, better acted, and just plain better than any season of Reacher to date. Sounds like you don't like Reacher. Reacher's a really good basic show. Like it's a really good 7 out of 10 show. Wouldn't call it a 10 out of 10 show.
Like I don't actually like disagree if it's like kind of a B movie almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that description I don't think is terribly inaccurate when it comes to Reacher. It's just solid. You know?
Yeah. It's a good time. Better acted and just plain better than any season of Reacher to date. At the same time, Lantern comes off a set of expectations that will never burden Reacher. An extended B movie of a TV series adapted from a potboiler run of airplane novels. Okay. So how's Lanterns? Okay,
this guy
what
really
I want to know.
Fucking hates
Scroll
Reacher,
up
man.
a little bit.
All the reviews are like this, though. Most of them all agree the best thing about it is when it's not a superhero show and it's barely a superhero show. It's just taking influence from everything else.
Okay.
Really? That's
The fucking thing I hate about Watchmen. No, go back to that real quick. Go back to that.
There was also Games Radar published an article that said Lanterns didn't originally feature a Green Lantern suit as the creators weren't sure about it.
Oh,
like,
God.
This is something really ashamed of being a superhero show.
Remember when they were conceiving the Superman movie and they were considering having him not fly and not have a cape? That was back in the Nicolas Cage days. Yes, that is true story.
really.
With Lindelof as a key piece of its pedigree, Lanterns invariably has to compare to Watchmen, a spectacular superhero non-adaptation that combined conventional genre thrills with a rich, socially conscious undercurrent that launched a million what was the Tulsa massacre real? So they took the Tulsa massacre, amped it up. But it was a massacre. It was very fucking bad. We're going to all agree on that. Yeah. Amped it up beyond what it was. There wasn't planes flying around and shit. And then they made it a supervillain controlling everybody. So if you think about, but they're like, man, they broke their arms patting themselves on the back. Like more people learned about the Tulsa massacre. The text and subtext of Lanterns aren't woven together as consistently as in Watchmen. Wow.
Well, that actually means it's all still there. It's just more blunt.
Like a sledgehammer to the side of the head.
It wasn't like Watchmen wasn't super blunt. Like,
it was pretty blunt. Remember when Don Johnson, like for some reason, kept his dad or uncle's KKK uniform in a weird, expensive-looking closet, and then Louis Gossett Jr. in a wheelchair somehow hung him or hanged him?
Yeah.
And Louis Gossett Jr. was gay. The text and subtext of Lanterns aren't woven together as consistently as Watchmen, and the viewers tuning in with particular interest in it being a comic book blockbuster are likely to be at least a little underwhelmed.
You don't say.
Because when I see my space adventure where guys basically are able to manifest things from a little green ring through willpower, I don't want to see any of that. I want to see him in, khakis, unshaven, walking around dirty, towns in middle America and having conversations. It's really super exciting. In the clip that they showed to show that Jon Stewart has no fear, his dad doesn't allow him to watch TV. He was watching an interview with de-aged Hal Jordan, and dad catches him, puts an apple on his head, and shoots an apple off his son's head.
No, teach him not to be afraid.
To teach him not to be afraid. I mean, I never thought of this with my kid. I'll tell Junior, hey, Junior, I got.
Don't you want your kid to be afraid of punishments? Like you're teaching them the wrong lesson.
You like watching TV? What do you think about apples?
You can hit play.
And he's like, what?
The one thing he's scared of, fruit.
Yeah. Fruit. He's like, no, Dad, not the apple.
Jesus.
On the side of the house, too.
Yeah. We have to be careful of guns.
Fucking AI, goddamn. He shoots the apple off his head. There you go. You saw it.
He's like, so you're not scared anymore? He's like, well, I didn't know if you had good aim. Like, that's.
So the kid also didn't look scared at all.
Yeah.
So
it's born for this.
The series time jumps, and there were rumors that Hal Jordan dies at the end of the first episode, and it might be dies, or they might be setting him up for. He's not going to be in Man of Tomorrow, so Kyle Chandler's not in Man of Tomorrow, so he won't be around anymore. So I'm assuming he just dies. Sinestro is supposed to be played by.
If James Gunn's DCU lasted for more than the next, 8 months, then maybe he could come back as Parallax at some point. But
oh, dude, we're down to months.
Or the Spectre or something,
aren't we? But yeah, the actor playing Sinestro is good, but I think he's just going to be sitting in a room, talking. We'll find out. Chris said, "Yeah, it's great because it's not James Gunn, but it's a clear deconstruction." So we will see. The thing is, like Taylor Sheridan and we were right when the corporate critics, if you just put enough politics in it, it's like woke or political product placement. They'll like anything. Mm-hmm. They would like a movie like Citizen Vigilante if it was flipped to their side.
Right.
Oh yeah, fucking love it to death.
Yep. Oh, one battle after another.
Yep.
You watched it, Odin?
I refuse to watch that day.
Okay, it's abysmal.
Yeah.
And Paul Thomas Anderson is capable of making good. I think he's really fucking overrated, but he's capable of making good films.
Mm-hmm. He's a competent director.
Yeah, but that movie was just arduous and boring, and it hit every checkbox so he would win an Academy Award. And if it wasn't for Sinners, he would have won them all. And if it wasn't for One Woke After Another, Sinners would have won Best Picture. But that's what's more important to Hollywood. I guess the black guys aren't that important when you get really woke.
We tried, but
you tried. The interview. Communism. So do we have a generalized let's go to the bottom. Usually in the last paragraph, they wrap everything up. I don't want to hear this guy fucking simp over Aaron Pierre.
Oh wow, he just keeps going.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in the other Green Lanterns. Nathan Fillion reprises his Superman role as Guy Gardner very briefly, and I just didn't care. Or even the entity represented by a mellow, effective Laura Linney in a recurring role. I would, however, happily watch Pierre and Chandler wandering into different towns and cities with a power depleted magical ring, quarreling and raising a ruckus for 8 new episodes every year.
So not.
Oh, what about the paragraph just above that? It said it was a sci-fi show that has to occasionally pander to viewers.
I saw that
Put it back up.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's a gritty and ground level show that occasionally has to pander to viewers with a sci-fi set piece.
Wow.
Oh, it's going to be that bad.
They think you're stupid.
They hate the genre. Like,
They do.
like, why are these people even making superhero stuff at this point?
Well, no, it's that statement
they hate
essentially
the
go,
genre.
look, yeah, they're like, this is a great piece of propaganda, but occasionally we have to remember who someone has to watch.
It's a superhero show. Even Grant Morrison, fucking James Gunn's hero, called this shit out. He called Damon Lindelof supposedly joking, but not really joking when he said it was stupid to put Green Lantern in. He wrote a whole thing on like, you should not be making this. You are the last person on earth. And it's not like Grant Morrison, like politically disagrees with any of these people. I think he's non-binary now, Ryan. Grant Morrison's non-binary, whatever.
Hey, really?
Yeah, he announced he's non-binary.
What the fuck?
Fucking
Nobody was
weird.
paying attention
Shout
to him
out.
anymore.
Well, what's more unlikely? Grant Morrison's non-binary or Alan Moore's a wizard?
Alan Moore's
Wizard sleeve.
That's a
Alan
trick
Moore's
question.
probably a wizard. Actually. He might be.
Honestly, I think Alan Moore. Well, Alan Moore probably thinks he's a wizard.
That's what I'm saying.
drop
He
enough
really
acid-
believes he's
yeah.
a wizard.
But Grant Morrison
Yo,
probably
Mr.
really
Brown.
believes he's non-binary.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the difference?
Wizard.
But no, he
One guy can do
wrote a
magic.
scathing article or blog or whatever that I completely agreed with. It's like these are the last people who should be fucking touching this franchise.
And
And
back off on it a little bit.
yeah, he did.
Like a
got a
non-binary
talking
pussy.
Yep. Just like. Oh my god.
Like a non-binary
he-
wizard
he-
sleeve.
He is. You know what's
Yeah.
even more ironic? This is no joke. Grant Morrison is a practitioner of chaos magic.
Sure he is.
So he's a wizard and non-binary. Or they's a wizard and non-binary.
Wheeze was wizards.
Wheeze was wizards. Yeah, damn.
Weasley's
dude.
wizard wheezes.
Well, he said he got abducted by aliens in 1994 in Kathmandu. So maybe he might
he
actually
writes
have magical
some
powers.
good comic books. Okay, I'm just gonna say
Mhm.
I enjoy some of it. We Three is one of my favorite little short stories, and it's basically Homeward Bound meets Terminator. So a dog, a cat, and a rabbit who get experimented on. So they're like dangerous weapons now, and they escape the facility. And they just want to go home. It's a really fucking good comic.
Hey, Mike, maybe you can answer this question. Why don't black people ever get abducted by aliens? Are the
They
aliens
do.
just fucking sick and tired
One of
them
the most
too, or what?
famous cases is a black guy.
That was a
Ryan.
lie. That was one of the first ones. That was a
Benny
lie.
and Barney Hill.
They're
Yeah.
too busy. They're too busy hunting down leprechauns. if you
It's
remember.
mostly because you get abducted at night and they can't see them very well. It's they're
I
like
Owen's explanation.
flying around and they're
Everybody
like,
who says see leprechauns say yeah.
Yeah. It might be a crackhead.
You got hold of the wrong stuff.
what are we doing?
I don't.
Here's an
fucking
amateur
know.
sketch
Our
of the
best.
leprechaun. It's fucking funny. So
We're
good.
doing our best.
I just want it. That's the show.
What?
I'm impressed.
I'm Screech.
Isn't he dead?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
How did
Oh,
he die?
shit.
I'm going to say drug overdose.
Was that guy's name like Dustin Diamond? What?
Yeah,
what was
Dustin
his name?
Diamond.
Yeah.
He dead.
He did.
Wasn't saved by the bell, that's for sure.
So
so stupid. It's not
It's fucking funny.
The best jokes are, Ryan.
Wow.
Someone said cancer. That's not funny now.
Yeah, you got.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
It was funny when we
Fuck
thought he
cancer.
killed himself with drugs. You know.
Well, that's why I didn't say anything out loud because I read it and I was like, oh, never mind.
God. I blame whoever fucking said that.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.